Best known for his iconic role as Fonzie in the hit TV series Happy Days. During his 10 years on the hit sitcom, he won 2 Golden Globes, was nominated 3 times for an Emmy Award, and was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He continues to be in demand as an actor, producer, and director. Joining me to talk about his amazing career and his new show, Better Late Than Never. I can still hear the song 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. Welcome to my show, Henry Winkler.
Thank you so very much. I
think you're one of the nicest guys in showbiz.
Thank you.
It's true.
That's a lovely thing, but I will say I'm one of the happiest and luckiest guys in show business. I got to go on this amazing trip on NBC called Better Late Than Never.
Great title.
Well, it is 4 men of age, one young comedian, Jeff Dye, and we get to experience this extraordinary culture we don't understand. We learn about ourselves, and we learn about each other. I have 4 friends now that I've never had before.
And you guys never knew each other before?
I knew Bill Shatner for about an hour and a half before I went on this trip with him, and I did not know the other guys.
Okay, so that's Terry Bradshaw and George Foreman. How are they?
And Jeff Dye.
And Jeff Dye. How are they? Are you guys all best friends now?
Well, I wouldn't say best friends, but we are warm friends, yeah.
And one thing I love about it is there really is no script to this, right?
No, we literally flew by the seat of our pants. I'm one of the executive producers. And I said to them, look, I will be in on the meetings, but I don't want to know any place that we're going, anything that we might be eating, anything we might be doing. I want to be as surprised as everybody else. And we're in Kyoto, which is one of my favorite cities outside of America.
Wow.
It is filled with ritual. It's beautiful. It's geisha. It's delicious. And I teach a bunch of ninja students how to be stealth the Winkler way.
I read that you said you did Fonzie your way.
I did. Well, I didn't do Fonzie my way. No, that's not true at all. I did Fonzie 40 years ago, but I was Henry Winkler on this trip, and we had the most wonderful time in Hong Kong. I come face to face with a cobra. Oh. Henry Cobra. The cobra wins.
Right. So when they came to you at this show, were you absolutely right away? Yes?
No, I was scared. I didn't know what it would be like to travel with 4 guys that I didn't know for 35 days. It was petrifying. When I finished, I was so exhilarated and grateful that I got it was like a gift that fell out of the heaven.
Wow. So let's back up for a little bit. So you're starring as yourself.
Yeah, there's no script. It's just 5 guys on the road discovering each other, discovering ourselves, and discovering a culture we don't understand.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So fun, though, right?
Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, I am so grateful I was smart enough to say yes.
And, by the way, probably changing your life a little bit, too, learning some more stuff about yourself.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And now, it's been on NBC. People come up to me and they say, I haven't laughed this hard in a very long time, genuinely laugh. Because the 5 of us, Bill Shatner and George Foreman, and Terry Bradshaw and Jeff Dye, are making it up as we go along.
It must be so fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Is there anything you can...
It was also so hot. I thought I was dressed in bubble wrap.
Oh, my God. So tell us a little...
Oh, I get to dance in a video with a K-pop band in Korea. Young women who are a rock and roll group. They've sold over 40 million singles. We have the most beautiful ceremony in the night of dropping a lantern with your wish for the future on it into the river and watching it float down the river.
How cool.
gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
I meet an elephant in Thailand who makes me cry because you can feel the emotion coming off this gigantic animal.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Experiences you would have never had if you didn't say yes to this.
Without a doubt.
Hence the title, Better Late Than Never.
Better late than never. And, you know, it really is true. I mean, we're men of age, and you're only as young as you think you are.
That's true. Good point. If you just I'm talking to Henry Winkler. All right, we have to get to this. A 1973 audition in Los Angeles forever changed your life.
Yes.
Yale School drama graduate. When
Right.
producer Gary Marshall, God bless him, and Tom Miller cast you as the iconic role of Fonzie in the hit TV series Happy Days.
Yes.
Take me back. Take me back. Take me back for a few minutes. How cool was it to be you then? Did you realize?
I didn't know how cool it was to be then because you're in the middle of it. And I wasn't exactly prepared. You know, I don't think the human condition is prepared for stardom. We have a lot of stuff inside us that we are prepared maybe to be parents, to be students. We are to be adults on the earth, but stardom is artificial. And so when it becomes that big, that early in your life, you have to hold on with a safety belt.
Wow. But I feel like you did.
Well,
not like some of the stars today.
I had a family. I met Stacy like 2 years into Happy Days. We ran for 10 years. She had a son by the name of Jed, who was 4. He came into my life when he was 4. And that keeps you grounded. You know, I loved being a parent.
You're such a good guy. And after all these years, you're still...
Flawed,
do people
but
stop...
I had a really great life.
Do people... You still have a great life. Do people stop you on the street and still say Fonzie and call you that?
Every day of my life. But it all depends. Young children now know me as an author. They have read my books.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that, too.
They're the world's greatest underachiever.
And those books are very, very, very dear to your heart because...
They are, because I never thought I could do it. But
right.
What they are, first and foremost, is a comedy. You know, the children write and they say, I laughed out loud. My funny bone fell out of my body.
That's funny. Yeah. And you talk about, you unveil your academic struggles.
Yes. I'm one of the 1 out of 5 kids who has a learning challenge. And you never get over that. And what I tell every child I meet, you're not defined by your school. You're defined by how you are on the earth. That's all that matters.
That's
not how you did in geometry.
That's right. And nowadays, not like when you and I were growing up, all the social media and everything else with these kids.
Yeah,
not easy.
That is a pressure that is enormous. It is a shame. It is mean. And it isn't real, you know. It doesn't allow the child to be, you know, this is what I learned. A child is very mature. A child is precocious. A child seems older than he or she is. But emotionally, they are never older than their age. And the Internet does not allow them that luxury.
Yeah, it's not easy. I have 2 teenagers. Not easy.
No.
Not easy nowadays. So did you always want to be an actor?
Since I was 7.
Wow. And you just knew it was going to happen?
No, I didn't. I never knew it was going to happen. I'm just grateful that it did. And that when I was 7, I dreamt it. And when I'm 70, right now, I still get to do it. I'm doing a brand new show on HBO starting in January.
Oh, my gosh. No plans to retire for you?
No, I don't. Retiring, I think, is the worst word in the English language. Nobody really wants to retire. You always want to be useful and purposeful.
And that's why it's what keeps you going, right?
Yeah, it does.
Keeps you going every day. So could you pick? All right, well, I got to get back to Happy Days for a second. Did you take anything from those days? Do you have the leather jacket? Where is all that
I do.
stuff?
I have one. The original leather jacket was stolen.
Oh.
So they made me 5. Put them under lock and key. One of them, the one that I wore every day, is in the Smithsonian.
That's so cool.
One of them is in my closet. One of them, the late, great Gary Marshall had.
Wow.
I don't know where the other one is. Oh, they ripped out the lining of one for me to do the water skiing, jumping over the shark.
My 16-year-old son goes, "Mom, even I know him." I go, "But yeah, but you don't know from the Happy Days."
What does that even mean? That even he knows me. Kids know me from the Water Boy.
Yep, that's it.
They know me from Here Comes the Boom, Arrested Development, Scream. So I really enjoy that my fans are every age.
They really are. How did you keep it all together, though?
I don't know.
You really did. Kept it all together. You never heard about you. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. It was always good things.
Thank you.
And everyone loved you. You're beloved all over for so many things.
I don't know that. I wish you would tell my children that.
Well, your dad. So it's different, right? You're not Fonzie to them.
No, I'm not. That was 40 years ago.
That's right. Is there anything you wished you would have done that you didn't or turned down?
I wish I never got into the directing club, and I really like that job. Acting is my first favorite, directing my second, and producing is the most difficult.
Producing, and if we asked you what you were most proud of, would it be the books?
It would be my children
and your children.
And then after the books, it would be. After that, it would be.
Well, Henry Winkler, what a pleasure and an honor to spend this time with you. Seriously. Everybody better watch Better Late Than Never, because we want to go on the journey with you. How cool. Say hi to all the boys.
I will tell you that people are finding it really funny.
What's not to find funny about it? And I also love that you're so passionate about connecting kids and encouraging them to succeed, too. That's like...
Well, I just want them to know that they have greatness inside them, and they're not defined by their grades.
Yeah, there's greatness inside of us all.
Yeah.
And that's your message to everybody.
I know that to be true. I know that as a father, as somebody who's met almost every child on the planet. My books are in 8 countries, so when I go and I speak to children, they're the same no matter what, except for the language.
Right. Well, wow. So cool. Any last words?
Only that I hope that your children, and everybody that listens to you has a safe and wonderful weekend.
Oh, thanks so much, Henry. You too. Henry Winkler, thank you so much.